WGN Midday News.
The battle over a future home for the Chicago Bears continues to heat up.
Indeed, Indiana taking another step today toward trying to bring that team to Hammond. Bears fans are weighing in, of course. WGN's Winnie Dortch at Soldier Field with their opinions. Winnie.
Good morning. Well, Indiana lawmakers say Chicago Bears to Indiana would be historic and transformational. But back here in Chicago, fans say the move wouldn't make sense.
If the Bears leave the state, they're not Chicago Bears anymore.
Can't leave Chicago.
Why?
Can't leave Chicago. It's a Chicago legacy.
The Chicago Bears have already committed $2 billion toward building a new stadium in Arlington Heights. However, they want Illinois lawmakers to agree to a property tax deal for that project. Right now, the team does not pay property taxes at Soldier Field, as it is government-owned. Today, the Illinois Revenue and Finance Committee was set to look at a bill that would freeze the team's property tax assessment for up to 40 years and provide more than $850 million in infrastructure support. But that 8 a.m. meeting was canceled. A spokesperson for Governor Pritzker posted to social media after hearing the news from Indiana. Illinois was ready to move this bill forward. After a productive 3-hour meeting yesterday, the Bears leaders requested the Illinois General Assembly pause the hearing to make further tweaks to the bill. This morning, we are surprised to see a statement lauding Indiana and ignoring Illinois.
I think that stinks. It would be way inconvenient for fans who currently make it to Soldier Field.
And we did reach out to the village of Arlington Heights to get its reaction. We are expected to hear from them later today. I'm live here at Soldier Field. Winnie Dortch, WGN News.
Thank you, Winnie. Let's get.
So this here isn't just a news story for me, all right? And this isn't just a sports story for me, because normally, as much as I love sports, I do not talk about sports on this channel a lot per se. But I'll let you know, I am a diehard Chicago Bears fan. I've been a Chicago Bears fan since, I'll say 1993. I'm giving away my age here, all right? I played a game of Madden 93 when it was on Sega Genesis. And they had 85 Chicago Bears on there. And every time I used them to play, I won. And I dominated. And I just fell in love with the team. I fell in love with the players. And yeah, I'm not from Chicago. I am Canadian. But I love the Chicago Bears. They're my team. I've been with them through good and bad since 1993, and I you know what, I'm a part of it. I've been through the tough pains, and I'm loving the season that we just went through. But anyway, let's get to the story. So I am not a Chicago native, but what I feel about this story is that yes, Bear fans are upset that they possibly are leaving the city of Chicago. But you can't, this ain't the organization's fault, in my opinion. This is the city of Chicago's fault. Look, they've had years to settle this. They've had years to get a new stadium. According to what I know of Soldier, this new stadium was long overdue. Chicago had many years to have a new stadium in there, but they kept putting it off. They just couldn't work out a deal with the organization. And now look, small city, Hammond, Indiana, is willing to give the Bears whatever they desire. And they look like they're on the verge of leaving. I put this totally on the city of Chicago. I put this on the governor of Illinois. And I put it on the Chicago mayor. And we know the city of Chicago's been in debt for a long time. There are tons and tons and tons and tons of money in debt. But whatever it is, however messed up Chicago may be in terms of violence and all the things that are going on in Chicago, Chicago is still a great city. They got some of the best fans in the world. And Chicago Bears fans are absolutely amazing. They don't deserve this. They do not deserve to have the team leave Chicago. And all I can say is, if this is an official deal and the Bears end up going to Hammond, Indiana, which looks like it's going to happen, that blood is on the mayor and the governor of Illinois. And their legacy will be tarnished even more so. They will be known for the city of Chicago. They will be known for the Chicago Bears leaving the city of Chicago. And they will never be forgotten by it. That will be their legacy. And there's absolutely no way these guys will get reelected. Because that's some serious blood on their hands. As for me, like I said, I'm not a Chicago native. And when you are a fan of a team, it doesn't matter what city they go to, you remain a fan. I will be a fan no matter what. And now where I could potentially be closer to going to a game, I'm looking forward to that. Hammond, Indiana is not far away from Chicago, but it's still in another state. I blame the city. Look, you got the Toronto Maple Leafs. Can you imagine the Toronto Maple Leafs leaving Toronto to play in another province? Can you imagine the Dallas Cowboys leaving the state of Texas? Can you imagine the New York Yankees not being in New York? Yes, we know we got the New York Jets and we got New York Giants that play in New Jersey, but New Jersey is really next door. And they're still called the New York Jets and the New York Giants. But those ones in particular, the Maple Leafs, the Cowboys, New York Yankees, Los Angeles Lakers, can you imagine them not being in California, having to leave California? This is what blood will be on the governor and the mayor. They're not leaving just the city, but the state. And that I don't say things are unforgivable, but it sucks. It sucks for the city of Chicago if they leave the city. They'll still be the same team, but to leave the city. This stadium should have been built a long time ago in Chicago, and Soldier Field should not have been around this long. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts. Especially if you're a Chicago Bears fan, NFL fan, Chicago native, wherever it is. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the Bears possibly, most likely, going to Indiana. Like, share, and subscribe to Born with Purpose. Till the next show, I'm out. Peace.